Yesterday, my colleagues unveiled before you the specific instances of unfulfilled commitments over the past 36 months ever since this government assumed office. Today we would step back and evaluate the performance of this government on certain broad benchmarks, which would both give a sense and a feel as to how this government has actually fared on those uniformly accepted benchmarks of measuring any government's performance. Essentially, there are 5 parameters on which the performance of any government can be evaluated. The first is social cohesion. The second is internal security. The third is economic development. The fourth is international relations. And the fifth is the commitment to institutionalism. And on each of these counts, the report card of the government is more than blotted. If you pick up the first parameter, social cohesion and social balance has completely gone for a toss in the past 3 years. And this is primarily because this government does not believe in the founding values of the Indian state. It does not believe in the idea of India. It does not believe in the preambular values of the Indian Constitution. And that gets reflected in the assault on the freedom to eat, the freedom to dress as you like, the freedom to think, the freedom to express, and most importantly, the freedom to live your life free of any fear or free of any intimidation. In the past 3 years, the singular achievement of this government has been to create a climate of fear, of intimidation in this country, which has compelled especially people from the creative community to actually install a self-censor in their heads. And that perhaps is the biggest assault on social cohesion in the past 36 months. On internal security, the Kashmir failure is before you. The government does not know whether it is coming or going on Kashmir. The alliance of the ideologically incompatibles, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the PDP, has proven to be an abject and miserable failure. As we speak, the sense of drift in Kashmir is getting institutionalized. And the fear is that the situation is completely and absolutely beyond the control of this government. It's very simple. It's an attempt to intimidate the opposition. You see, after all, yes, after all, it is not only the raids in Mr. Chidambaram. There were concurrent raids on another important leader of the opposition, a former chief minister of a state, who has in the past played a pivotal role in bringing together an anti-BJP coalition. If you were to actually rewind back to the era between 1999 and 2004, the then Chief Minister of Bihar, Mr. Lalu Yadav, did play a very important role in trying to bring together all the anti-BJP forces. And ultimately it was because of the efforts of the Congress party, the Congress president, and some other opposition leaders that you did see a united progressive alliance come into existence, which then governed this country for 10 years. So therefore, when there is politics which is taking place, especially around the question of trying to get a consensus among the opposition on a candidate for the presidential elections, a nervous government which does not believe in trying to fight a political strategy with an alternative political strategy, then resorts to abusing the instrumentalities of the state to try and intimidate opposition leaders. And I think the Chief Minister of West Bengal possibly summed it up very well after she met the Congress president, when she reeled off a series of instances where opposition leaders have been targeted primarily because the government either does not like what they say or write, or maybe simply doesn't like their face.